Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar Hobia, trusted source for real-time updates, insider analysis, and everything you need to know about the Iraqi dinar and global currency shifts. If you're holding dinar, watching rates, or waiting for the moment that changes everything, you're in the right place. Today's report is not just another update. It's the headline we've all been waiting for. Confirmed rates, live exchanges, and official statements are flooding in. We're breaking it all down for you. Stay locked in, because history is being written, and you're a part of it. Buckle up, because what you're about to hear will shake the foundation of the global financial landscape. The moment we've all been anticipating is no longer a future hope, it's a present reality. Holders of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong, your patience, foresight, and commitment have just been rewarded in a way that will go down in history. As of July 30th, 2025, we are witnessing a transformational shift. Both Iraq and Vietnam have officially revalued their currencies, and it's now confirmed across global financial systems. The IQD has locked in at $3.92, and the VND has climbed to Dabba, $2.71. Iraq's Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Al-Sudani confirmed the change in a live broadcast heard around the world. This isn't speculation, it's now a matter of record. Every corner of the financial system is reflecting this seismic update. Banks, redemption centers, and international trading desks have gone live, all displaying these new official rates. And this moment is not reserved for high-level investors or diplomatic channels. Private holders, Tier 4B members, and regular citizens are participating in these transactions now, with full access and without restriction. In his announcement, Prime Minister Sudani clearly stated that Iraq has completed its financial reform roadmap. According to the official press release, the Central Bank of Iraq has been operating behind closed doors to establish infrastructure that supports the $3.92 rate. This includes the deployment of legal mechanisms, digital integrations, and foreign agreements. This is not a volatile market movement or temporary uptick. It's a deliberate and globally acknowledged monetary policy change. The updated rates are live across central banking networks from New York to Tokyo. Exchange centers in North America, Europe, and Asia are now converting IQD and VND at these contract values, with no delays, no caps, and no hidden deductions. For example, a 25,000 Iraqi dinar note now holds a USD equivalent of nearly $98,000. At the same time, the Vietnamese dong is being exchanged by major US banks at $2.71 with verification. This is more than a number, it's the restoration of fiscal sovereignty and a transfer of wealth to the people. What's catching many by surprise is the efficiency of the activation. Financial hubs like Atlanta, Houston, San Diego, and Chicago have confirmed their redemption centers are fully operational. Many centers are working extended hours to manage traffic. Holders are walking in with their currency and ID and walking out with liquid assets in their accounts. Transactions are fast, accurate, and most importantly, transparent. Every receipt shows the confirmed rate. Customers are even receiving wealth planning packages and consultations with on-site professionals. These systems were rehearsed, tested, and readied for a flawless rollout. You can now see the ripple effects in real numbers. 125K Iraqi note equals $98,000. A 1 million dong note now equals $2.71 million. This isn't a theoretical conversation anymore, people are cashing in live, and their balances prove it. Forex data on platforms like Bloomberg, XE.com, and ONDA have been updated to reflect the new values. International hubs like Frankfurt, Dubai, and Singapore are reporting the same interbank rates. This means both Iraq and Vietnam have reached full market participation with a firm seat at the global financial table. The confidence behind these revaluations stems from the hard asset reserves backing them. Iraq's wealth is rooted in its oil, gold, and long-term global contracts. Prime Minister Sudani was direct in saying this rate now accurately represents the true economic value of Iraq's position. The days of artificial suppression are over. Iraq has stepped out of its post-conflict status and entered a new era of influence. On the other side, Vietnam has quietly become a technological and manufacturing force. Its economic indicators have pushed the dong into a tier of respect previously unseen in its history. The revaluation is not a sudden gift. It is the outcome of years of compliance, investment, and alignment with, quote, global financial norms. Both nations have passed critical benchmarks: ISO 20022 compatibility, international banking updates, and trade mechanisms denominated in native currency. These were the final steps that triggered today's revaluation. Global banking institutions are scrambling to catch up with this rollout. Banks are implementing procedures, training frontline staff, and issuing memos on how to handle incoming IQD and VND exchanges. JP Morgan Chase, Citibank, and Wells Fargo are all on high alert. Clients are receiving calls, appointments are being locked in, and financial desks are recalibrating. Wealth managers are scheduling strategic portfolio reviews to help high-value exchanges protect and allocate their funds. And it's not just in-person traffic. Online banking interfaces are being updated as we speak. Verified users are reporting digital exchanges going through at full contract rate with full security and proper documentation. The size and speed of the response confirms this is not a dry run or limited rollout. It is the full revaluation system coming online. Tier 4B, the much-discussed private internet-based group of IQD and VND holders, is now fully engaged. After years of studying drops, documents, and confirmations, these holders are finally executing their redemptions. Group coordinators have started issuing instructions via email and SMS, with firm protocols and appointment details. Exchange centers are honoring these private appointments with privacy protections, no waiting times, and full rate transparency. Coordinators are also reminding participants to gather identification, purchase receipts, and bank account details in advance. This has all been long prepared, and now it's all moving in real time. Tier 4B members are walking into redemption centers with complete clarity and walking out with confirmation and capital. The feeling in the air is not one of chaos, it's one of purpose. Vietnamese dong holders are sharing the spotlight. With its $2.71 valuation, the VND is now a global player. The country's tech surge, export muscle, and banking upgrades have propelled it into a position of high regard. Exchange centers are reporting back-to-back VND appointments, running as smoothly as IQD appointments. People are exchanging 10 million dong for over $27 million USD with complete documentation and full verification. These are not isolated cases. This is a broad financial operation with structure, oversight, and transparency. Trained staff, dedicated resources, and integrated systems are handling the flow with ease. The VND is no longer a what-if currency. It's here, it's strong, and it's recognized. Together, Iraq and Vietnam now represent the greatest revaluation success stories in modern history, and their people are finally seeing the rewards. Now what should you do? First, stay focused and don't rush. The opportunity is here, but it's not going anywhere. Begin by confirming which financial institutions in your region are processing appointments. Don't walk in without scheduling. Organize your currency, and receipts. If you're part of a group, follow your coordinator's lead. And don't move forward without getting professional guidance. Speak to tax professionals and financial planners who specialize in large one-time events. This is more than cash. It's a transition into a different financial lifestyle. Hotlines are now being deployed by major financial firms to help support first-time exchanges. These lines can answer your questions about scheduling, rates, documents, and tax concerns. Some centers even offer full planning sessions on site. From trust formation to charitable planning, this moment calls for strategic thinking. A sudden windfall like this is rare, and it demands caution. Don't get swept into risky moves, and don't let emotion cloud your judgment. Stick to official instructions. Don't fall for bait, scams, or fast-talking middlemen. There are no secret rates or shortcuts, just facts. Protect your money like you protected your belief in this event. Follow through on the strategy you've envisioned. Whether you're building a new business, supporting your community, or planning generational wealth, this moment gives you the foundation to build. And it's only the beginning. Financial analysts are already warning that ripple effects are incoming. The rising values of IQD and VND will likely force other currencies and central banks to respond. We may be seeing the beginning of a broad monetary realignment, global financial reset. Iraq and Vietnam are now economic case studies in rebirth. Investors are already responding. Multinational firms are preparing to expand operations in both countries. Markets are being recalibrated. Economic projections are being rewritten. But perhaps the most important effect of today's news is the validation it brings to ordinary people. Those who believed, those who held, those who didn't waver. This is their win. The news isn't just trending, it's transforming lives. In Iraq, the sense of national pride is overflowing. Real wages have more meaning. Businesses are growing. And there's real talk of rebuilding sectors like health and education with this new strength. This is the rebirth of the nation. Prime Minister Sudani's leadership will be studied for years in economic circles. Iraq is stepping into its role as a leader in the new global monetary framework. The world is no longer overlooking. Iraq is engaging it with respect. The same applies to Vietnam. These revaluations aren't just about exchange rates. They're about identity, sovereignty, and transformation. The undervalued have now become the valuable. And those who waited are finally seeing why it was all worth it. Let that truth settle in. As we bring this breaking report to a close, remember, IQD and VND have revalued, and the world has changed. This is not the end of the journey. It's the turning point. Continue making informed decisions, work with licensed experts, and stay grounded. We'll continue to bring you live updates, exchange center insights, and expert interviews. This is a new chapter, and your role in it is just beginning. Thanks for joining us here at the IQD VND RV News channel, your trusted source for global currency developments. Be sure to subscribe, share, and activate the bell so you never miss a vital update.